Kinsley. We're coming at you guys live from Cochrane, Alberta, here in Canada. And we are gonna do some cooking today, or I guess I could say baking. If you guys are watching this live, drop a 1 in the comments. If you're watching it on replay, put a 2. And also share where you guys are watching from. I'd love to chat with you after and say hi. And yeah, and I'd just like to know where everyone's watching from. So we will get started. But first, I just want to say thanks for watching this video. And if you don't mind sharing it out too, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. We also have Paisley here. She's sitting on the floor here just playing. So hopefully she'll be happy while we're here cooking. So we'll get started. Did you want to say hi?
No.
No? Okay, you just want to get going. She gets really excited when I'm setting everything up here. But we'll get going. So we're gonna make my husband's favorite dessert so far since we've started this whole keto journey. We're gonna make a sex in a pan dessert. So it's a 4-layer dessert, and we'll do it in steps here. So first we're gonna do the chocolate crust for the bottom of our dessert. So Kinsley, ready to help? Okay. If you are a chocolate lover, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I love chocolate. It's one of my favorites. So when I can make a chocolatey dessert, delicious. Okay, so you're gonna help me? Okay, so we're gonna start off with almond flour for our crust, and we're gonna add in 3/4 of a cup. Okay, Kinsley, you dump it in the bowl. I'll scoop it out and you dump. Okay? Dump it in. And you're gonna want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. That this first part, the chocolate crust, that's the only thing you're gonna need your oven for, and it doesn't bake for too long. So.
One more.
Okay, we need 2 more. So this is 2. I'm using a 1/4 measuring cup, so I need 3 of them to make 3/4 of a cup. 1 more, Kins. 1 more. Dump it in. There's some lovely weather going on right now. It's raining, thundering, a little bit of lightning. Okay, good job with almond flour. Okay, next thing we're gonna add into it is some cocoa. So this is gonna make the nice chocolatey flavor. Cocoa. Cocoa, good job. And for cocoa, we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons. Nope, don't touch, Kins. No touching. Okay, can you pour this in? So 2 tablespoons of cocoa. Yep, dump it in. Oh, good job. A little bit of cocoa on the floor, that's okay. That's what happens when you cook with a 2-year-old. Good job. Okay, so that's 2 tablespoons. Dump it all in there, Kinsley. I'll just give Paisley a toy here. Here, Paige. There you go. Okay, good job. Okay, and now the next ingredient is gonna be our sweetener. So I like to use Swerve. If you have seen my other videos, you know that I use Swerve. I find it doesn't leave a bitter aftertaste. It's my favorite. You can find this in most grocery stores, off of Amazon. You can order the big bags. But yes, this is my favorite. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of Swerve. Okay, Kins, you wanna dump this in? Okay. 1,
2, 4, 3.
Good job. 1, okay, we need 1 more. Here, let me scoop it out for you. Yeah, and another thing with Swerve, you can find brown sugar Swerve, you can find a icing sugar, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio to regular sugar. So it's nice and easy. If you have a recipe that calls for 1 cup of white sugar, use 1 cup of Swerve. Now we're gonna add in just a little bit of salt. I'm gonna use salted butter, so I'm not gonna use too much, but if you were just using regular butter with no salt, use about 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I'll just put in a little bit, not too much. And now we're gonna give this a mix. Okay, Kinsley, you wanna mix it up?
Yeah.
So I find with almond flour, it gets kind of clumpy sometimes. Just try and break up the chunks if you can. Mix it. And then you're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. So I melted it already, just so I had it done and ready to go. It's in here, my 2 tablespoons. We're gonna add it into our mixture. Here, Paisley. Like that. I'm on my own, so I got the 2 girls.
Sick.
Paisley, she's 6 months.
Sick.
And Kinsley, she's 2.5. She's quite the boss right now, or these days. Good job, Kins. Okay, can I give it a quick stir, and then we're gonna pour the butter in, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Stir, stir, stir. Okay. Okay, pour the butter in. While Kinsley is pouring the butter in, I'm gonna get 1 tablespoon of water. So I'll just grab it quickly. Good job, Kinsley. Now you can start stirring it. Good job. See if I can walk without spilling my tablespoon water. Okay. Okay. There we go. Good. Now, here, we're gonna stir with something else. Can we let go of this one? It's gonna stick. So here, stir. Let me grab a spoon. I should have grabbed one before.
I want to stir this.
Here, I'll grab a spoon, Kinsley.
I want to stir this. I want to stir this.
Okay, here, stir with this
No,
spoon.
I want to stir this.
Okay, you can stir with that. It's just gonna stick. She's using a whisk and it's gonna stick in the whisk, but that's okay. I'll help her stir with a spoon. But that's all the ingredients that's gonna go into our crust of this dessert. So we're just gonna mix it now until it clumps together. Or until it all looks wet, I guess you could say. Mix it all together, and then I already greased a little baking dish. But yeah, I'm using a smaller baking dish.
Oh, bake.
My original recipe, I actually have double everything, so I make it into a bigger dish. But I didn't want to make two really large dessert dishes, because then I'd eat it all. So this recipe, I'll post my recipe after.
Ow.
And you can double it. That way you make one big dish. So if you have a barbecue party to go to, this would be a great dessert to take. Serves lots of people. So we're just gonna now put it into our baking dish. And it doesn't really look like a lot. See, there it is in our dish. I probably know what you're thinking, what it looks like. Now we're just gonna spread it out. So push it down in the baking dish. Make it a nice even layer. It might be easier to use your hands for this part. So that's what I'm gonna do. Kinsley's probably gonna get in there too. Get your hands dirty. Yeah, and you might see Kinsley, she's spitting. So this dessert's just for us. I'm not gonna be taking it anywhere and sharing it with anyone. Good job, Kins. You're such a good helper. Good job. Okay. And so I had mentioned you're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 325 degrees. So I have mine preheating already and it's ready to go. So now, good job, Kins. Okay, Kinsley's poking all little holes in it now. I'll take it away. Okay. So I'll show you what this looks like. So here it is. Doesn't look perfect, but that's okay because we're gonna layer it. So now I'm gonna put it in the oven for 13 minutes. I'll just go do that here. so here's what it looks like after it's been baked. Pretty much the same. So now we're going to start our cream cheese layer. It's okay, Paisley. I kind of squished myself all here. It's okay. It's okay. Here you go. If you're a mom or a dad and you cook, you know what it's like sometimes in the kitchen with two. Okay, so our cream cheese layer, we are going to use a bowl and we're going to use 4 ounces of cream cheese. So I have 4 ounces here. It's soft. It's been sitting out for a little while. So we'll put it in there. And then the next thing we're going to add is 2.5 tablespoons of Swerve. There we go. Nope, don't put that one in there. That one's yucky, Kims. Yeah, dirty. Okay.
Don't this? That's on purpose.
Here, Kims, you want to pour this into here?
Don't stir this. Don't stir
Here.
this.
Yeah. Okay. All poured in. So 2.5 tablespoons of Swerve and 4 ounces of cream cheese. So there's 2 tablespoons. Now I'm going to do half. And we're going to use electric beaters, so that'll be interesting with Kinsley. I'll probably do it. We'll see. And then I'm going to use 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, I don't have real vanilla. If I had real vanilla, I would definitely be using it. I just have vanilla extract. So I put the vanilla in, and now I'm gonna start beating this. So
Don't stir it. Don't stir me.
here, Kims, we're gonna mix it.
No.
Okay. So we're gonna beat it until it's kind of a smooth consistency.
Don't this.
Okay, I'll get it going, Kinsley, and then you can. Good thing that wasn't by your hair. I should have checked that first. Okay, so I'm just gonna beat this together first. Okay, and now I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of heavy cream.
There's milk.
Well,
There's
somewhere.
milk.
This comes from a cow.
There's how.
What does a cow say?
Moo.
Ooh, good job. Okay, can you pour this in, Kins? Pour it in there. Okay, so 1/4 cup of heavy cream. And now that's the last ingredient for our cream cheese layer. So this is a really easy dessert to make. It's just a little bit more time consuming just because you have the layers you have to make. Now we're just gonna beat it all together. There we go. Okay, we'll just scrape off what you have on the spatula. All right, there we go. You want one? You want to lick one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Sure, sorry. Okay. I remember always licking the beater. Now Kinsley is the one that gets to. And one day Paisley too. Okay, so we have that all mixed together here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape it out into my crust, my finished crust. It's been cooled, so you want to make sure that it's cool before you start layering your stuff on, otherwise it's gonna melt everything. Oops. Okay, I just have to rearrange here a little bit because I feel really squished. I didn't think this through. Okay, Kinsley, I gotta push you down a little bit. Whoa, good job. Okay. You're doing so good, Paisley. This would be really hard if I had to hold her, so hopefully she lasts here a little longer while we can finish up.
Mom, here.
Is that good, Kins?
That is her.
Yeah? Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you show everyone. Mmm. Yummy. Okay, so there we go. There's our cream cheese layer in our dish. I should have used a clear dish for this one, but I didn't have one. Well, I wasn't thinking. I have one. It's in the oven. Okay, and now I just put it in the fridge so it's kind of cooling while I do the next layer. And the next layer is going to be a pudding layer. So I bought some sugar-free chocolate pudding, and I'm just gonna prepare it according to the directions on the box. And you can prepare it, it says with coconut milk, almond milk, regular cow's milk. I'm going to use almond milk.
Cow? This cow?
No, this isn't a cow. And I'm gonna make the full package of this pudding. Oh. Who's home, Kens? Okay, so I'll just pour it in here. She's really enjoying that beater. Okay, so this package, it says to use 1 1/4 cups of a milk substitute. So my milk substitute is almond milk. Okay, so 1 1/4 cups. Oh. And then you're just gonna mix it. And so like I said earlier, you can double this recipe so you have one big dessert. I'm going to, the recipe that I'm going to post, it's just, I've split the recipe in half. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. So what I'm getting at with that is this pudding, I'm only going to use half of it. So I'll save the other half for just eating or for something else. So I'm just mixing this pudding. And it's like an instant pudding, so it thickens up pretty fast. All right, that's looking good. Good job, Kins. Here, there's one more. You can like this one too. Oh, thank you. All right. I'm just throwing everything I don't need on the counter behind me so I can clear out some space. Okay, now I will just check the oven here. Okay, I got 4 minutes left on that crust, and I will grab dessert. Okay, so now I have this, the one that we're preparing, and I'm gonna take half of the pudding and I'm gonna put it now on top of the cream cheese layer. So I'll just spread half of it. What I think would be half. That's probably good. And now I'm going to spread it around. All right. So that's our pudding layer, and now we're on to our last layer. And And our last layer is going to be the whipping cream layer. And now, for that, we're going to use this one. This took a little bit of thinking and planning ahead of time because of all the bowls and stuff I had to use to do this one. Because I don't want to be washing dishes while I'm on here live with you guys. Okay. So for our whipping cream layer, we're going to use half a cup of whipping cream. So I'll just pour it in here. Yeah, Ken? Half a cup of whipping cream. Then we're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of Swerve. And just a little bit of vanilla. I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon, and then I'm just going to mix it. And you're just going to mix it till it forms stiff peaks. So just like regular whipping cream. Sounds kind of weird, my beater is a little off. So we'll just let that mix until it forms stiff peaks. And this is our very last step. So once our whipping cream is done, we're just going to put it on top of our chocolate pudding layer. And then we'll put it in the fridge, let it set for about an hour, and then you can serve it. You can also sprinkle a little bit of cocoa on top, but you don't have to, it's up to you. Or shave a little bit of sugar-free chocolate on top, whatever you like. You want to tell them anything, Tim? No? You're just enjoying that? Yeah. All done? Alright. Okay, just another minute and then I think it should be good. I hear the oven going off, so I'll just pull that out while this is going. Okay, Kinsley, don't touch, okay? I'm watching you, don't touch. No, we're not going to eat it yet. Soon, we'll eat it after supper. Alright, it's just about done. I just want to make sure that it's actually ready before I put it on. Increase the speed a little. So again, if you guys were watching this live, drop a 1 in the comments. If you are watching it on replay, put a 2. And if you don't mind, share the video with your friends, family, and thanks again so much for watching. Okay, I think that's probably good. Oh, not quite yet. Just about. Is that going fast? No. Perfect. Now it's already, here Kinsley, here's one more you can lick. Okay, so now we're just going to put our whipping cream layer on. So I'll just scrape it out. spread it out nice and even. And then like I said, you're just gonna put it in the fridge for at least an hour, let it set up nice, and then it's ready to serve. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching us. I hope you guys enjoyed it and can test this out one day. And we will catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Ken.
Bye.